Hey there, coding wizards! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling something that'll make your web development life a whole lot easier, setting up a live server and getting your browser to auto-refresh in Visual Studio Code. It's like giving your code a personal assistant that never takes coffee breaks. Imagine making a change and, boom, seeing it instantly, instead of playing the waiting game like it's a bad reality show. So stick around if you're tired of hitting refresh like it's an Olympic sport. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Jasmine, and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid cybersecurity, ethical hacking, or cloud pro fast. Now, let's open your project folder into the Visual Studio Code, and once opened, the window looks like this. On the side panel, the project files and folders are displayed, and you can view the folder or each file content by clicking on it, just like I am viewing some project files on random. Now, in the traditional approach, if I desire to execute or run this project, then I have to open this folder in File Explorer where it resides. After that, I have to find out the targeted or main HTML file, which is mostly index.html. Once found, then I have to open this file in any web browser, just like I'm choosing the Google Chrome web browser. The browser will take some time to load all the project resources and codes, and once loaded, it'll display the output of your code, just like I have got mine. Now, if you want to modify the code, I am moving back to the editor and performing some modifications like removing the mobile word, and after customly saving the file by hitting the Ctrl+S button from the keyword when I move back to the browser. There, as you can see, I got the previous version of my project, and the modified version is now not visible. In the traditional approach, I have to refresh the browser each time I make changes in my code. Now, when I refresh, you can see I got the modified version. This seriously takes a lot of time, and sometimes it also confuses you whether your code is working properly or not. We can use the Live Server extension and the Autosave Visual Code feature to overcome this issue. For this, head towards Visual Studio. There, hit the Extension button or press the Ctrl+Shift+X keys from the keyboard. Search for the Live or Live Server from the Extension tab, and from the retrieved results, open the first extension. Click on the extension to display its details, and check whether it is the original one by reviewing the author's name as Ritwick Day, and by checking the downloads and rating. Once confirmed, hit the Install button to start the extension installation process, which will take less than a minute. In the meantime, you can gather information about this extension by scrolling down, and here you can get a step-by-step guide about the working of this extension and can find the current or previously available versions. By switching the tab to Feature Contribution, you can get a detailed description and port numbers of different commands, and these are differentiated or characterized in Settings, Commands, and Activation Events. Similarly, you can check the Changelog and Runtime Status tabs that show the details for the activation event and time. Well, looks like the installation is completed due to the appearance of the Uninstall and Disable button. After installation, you'll also notice that the Go Live button will now become available as well, and you can also run the server by clicking on it. As a second option, you have to choose the main project file that you want to run on the server, and then right-click on it to open the options. From the set of options, choose the first one named Open with Live Server option to run the file on the server. Once clicked, you'll notice that the Go Live button at the bottom of Visual Studio Code is now modified to the starting message. Once the server is started, the confirmation message appears and the starting message is now changed to the Port 5500 button. This shows that the live server for the selected file is now running at the live website on a port number 5500, and this website will automatically open and run on your default web browser. Just like my selected project file is now running, and as you can see, it is now fully loaded. Next, move back to the VS Code and click on the Port button to terminate the live server. Its status will change to Disposing, and once the server is terminated, the Go Live button will appear again, along with the message about the server closing. Now that we have set up our local live server, let's hit the gear icon to open the VS Code setting page. On the Settings search bar, search for Autosave to open the setting regarding autosave. From the setting, enable the autosave feature after a specific time delay from the drop-down list. Moreover, set the delay timer in milliseconds if you want, or just go with the default one. Once done, close the Setting tab and apply some changes to your project file randomly, like changing the styling of text or editing the content, just like I am removing some parts of the main heading. Once I am done, you can see that my file gets saved automatically after 2000 milliseconds. Let me do it again by inserting the same test again, and now you'll notice that my file is now auto-saving after waiting for the specified number of milliseconds. Now let's again open the server and move towards the web browser, and you can see that my file gets updated automatically without the need of refreshing or reloading my page. For more clarity, let's apply some changes again, and then head towards the web browser here. You can see that the content is automatically updated without the need of custom saving the file or reloading the entire web page. Lastly, close the live server by clicking on the Port button, and the success message delivering the info regarding the server closing appears. Alright, coding wizards, that's a wrap for today. Now you've got your live server up and running with auto refresh and VS Code, making your web development journey smoother and faster. No more manual refreshes, just pure coding magic. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks to level up your coding game. And hey, drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to see in the next video. Until then, keep coding, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding! Check out the video on the right for more content to help you develop your IT career.